Good afternoon. This is the Red State Redneck. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment on my videos. I love to read your comments, and it helps me perform better videos for y'all to see. I also need subscribers and likes. Get my videos out there so everybody can see. I want to give out a shout out to Anti-School Isaac Green. I'm still watching you. And keep on trucking. Don't let them censor you. Now, about this video here, it's Trump legal team preparing for a possible sit-down interview with Mueller. It says, forgive us if you heard this one before. For at least the third time in the past month, a respected national media organization has published a story claiming that President Trump's legal team is leaning towards advising their client to a sit-down interview, albeit with certain restrictions, with special counsel Robert Mueller. Today's report, published in Politico, bore certain similarities to a story published in the Wall Street Journal last week. Last month, the New York Times reported that Trump's lawyers were pushing Mueller to accept written answers, a solution reminiscent of Ronald Reagan's handling of the Iran-Contra scandal. One of political sources said the negotiations were moving fast and that an interview could be arranged soon. Of course, we've heard that one before. I don't think it's a months and months out. I don't think it's in a week, said a person familiar with the negotiations. But I think it's moving towards closure. Now look, I'm familiar with the negotiations. I think this whole country is familiar with the negotiations. But I can't tell you that he's going to be interviewed by Mueller in a week, 2 months, a year, if ever. But given Trump's can't say it today. Well, Trump likes to sue people. So, and Trump's hardly a stranger to legal proceedings. And this is a story on Zero Hedge. But it's basically out there in the mainstream media again saying that Trump's lawyers are preparing for a sit-down with Mueller and that Mueller is going to dig up the garbage and find the collusion with the Russian government, or with Russians in particular. But you know what? Trump and Mueller need to sit down. They need to talk about how much this special counsel is costing this government. In Newsweek, it says, since his appointment almost 7 months ago, special counsel Mueller and his crack team have racked up $5 million tab as they probe the Russian meddling in last year's presidential election and alleged collusion with Donald Trump's campaign, according to the White House, ABC News. Now, this was December 1st, 2017, so that's been about almost 4 months ago. So that $5 million price tag is probably about $6 million, if not more. So, yes, Trump, Mueller, they need to sit down and have a talk about how he's wasting taxpayers' money. And as soon as he answers a few questions, then he's going to fire him, because Mueller himself is making between $200,000 to $250,000 a year acting as a special investigator for the government. I think all these Democrats need to empty their pockets and pay the taxpayers back for all this wasted money. I mean, this could have come off the deficit. It could have went towards education. It could have went towards a border wall. It could have went anywhere except in their pockets to find nothing. Absolutely nothing. Back to Zero Hedge, it says before any interview, Trump and his lawyers must complete their sensitive negotiations with Mueller over its terms. Among other things, Trump's lawyers have argued that the burden is on Mueller to show his investigation can't be completed without an interview with the president. They also studied the feasibilities of answering questions in writing, as President Ronald Reagan did during the Iran-Contra scandal. And they have made clear that their resistance to Mueller questioning Trump more than once. Trump's lawyers are seeking clear boundaries for the topics discussed. So there's going to be a lot of things that Mueller is not going to be able to ask Trump about. And it's probably things that doesn't have anything to do with Russian, anything to do with the election, any collusion at all. You're probably going to ask some stuff about taxes from 20 years ago. And that's something that doesn't have anything to do with what's going on right now. That's like with Paul Manafort and all these other people that they have indicted on things. It's things that doesn't have anything to do with Russian collusion, anything to do with the investigation they were tasked to handle. It's just stuff they found on the side and thought, well, we're going to have to get somebody. We'll get them for this. They're going to find out that Donald Trump Jr. jaywalked and going to indict him. I mean, that's what it's looking like, because that's all they're going to find is something like jaywalking or littering or something stupid like that, because they're not finding anything else. And ladies and gentlemen out there, if they had found anything in the last 14 months, it would have been out there. You wouldn't have been able to turn a TV on. They'd have been breaking into Nickelodeon to say, we found collusion. Every Democrat would have been on every street corner shouting it with megaphones. The reason they haven't, because there's nothing out there to find, folks. Nothing. 14 months of intensive negotiation with a team that Robert Mueller has put together himself to find something on Trump. And they can't do it. They can't do it. I mean, the only way they're going to be able to find collusion is if they make it up. And they're not going to be able to do that because the Republicans are waiting on them. The Republicans have already closed their investigation out and have already said there's been no collusion found. Of course, Full of Schiff has raised questions and said, well, we didn't interview these 50 to 100 people. Why? Why? Even the House investigation is costing taxpayers money. All this is costing people money. And while the Clinton and the Clinton Foundation is still collecting money and they're getting richer and richer, this investigation is costing this country a lot of money. I mean, I'd like to have $5 million myself. I know I could spend it in places that could be well spent. After I take care of myself, I could take care of several charities and family and friends, homeless on the street. Every cup that's handed out to spare change would get a $100 bill. I mean, that's what I would do with $5 million. I don't know. Leave your comments below and tell me, if the government didn't have to spend $5 million on this witch hunt, what could it do with it? Education, infrastructure, the wall. Where would you like to see that $5 million go? Besides an empty investigation into Trump. This is the Red State Redneck. Please subscribe, like, share my channel, comment down below. Let me know where you'd like to see that $5 million go. God bless y'all. And y'all have a good day. And until I'm monetized, I am accepting donations at PayPal and GoFundMe so I can get a better mic and do better videos and really get the truth out there. Y'all have a good day.